Welcome back, everybody. Today we're here to talk about The Walking Dead: The World Beyond. Yesterday at Comic-Con, we got the trailer for the season 10 finale of The Walking Dead. We got the trailer for The World Beyond and Fear the Walking Dead season 6 premiere trailer. I'll be doing breakdowns for all of those. Today's video. Yesterday I did the breakdown for the season 10 opening minutes. Well, it was an extended opening minutes. It wasn't like a brand new trailer, but I made a video about that. Today I'm gonna be doing, or this video will be The World Beyond, and then later on today I'll have the season 6 trailer breakdown. But yeah, The World Beyond, I'm very excited about this show. This trailer is looking really good. This show is looking really promising. We also learned the air date for the episode, so it's gonna be, or the premiere, it's gonna be October 4th at 10 p.m. That's gonna be the series premiere right after the season 10 finale of The Walking Dead, and then from then on, it's gonna be going on at the same time as Fear the Walking Dead, just an hour afterwards. So I'm really excited about this, very excited to look at this trailer, break it down, and look at all this new stuff we got about the CRM. So with all that being said, let's get into it. So the trailer opens up with what seems to be like a plane crash, and I'm not sure if you guys remember, this was like a while back, but we got some concept art for The World Beyond, and this pretty much mimics the concept art. We got walkers, we got this walker tied up with all the wires from the plane. It looks to be like some sort of plane crash, and I believe this is, I think it's gonna start off, I think it's gonna be interesting because this might be some of the earliest we've ever seen in the apocalypse. It's gonna start off when the zombie apocalypse pretty much began, I think, with this plane crash, and then all the walkers coming from the plane and all that kind of stuff. So that's gonna be interesting to see. And then obviously it's gonna do a time jump into the future, and it's gonna be around the same time where The Walking Dead is at right now, so 10 years later and 10 years into the zombie apocalypse. And then we have a voiceover from Iris, which is like one of the main kids in the show. She says, "When I was just a little kid, I jumped for living for the future. So how do I live for myself?" And you can see here, this is the younger version of her dealing with the plane accident, and I think it's a plane crash. I'm not sure 100%. There's a lot going on. Like, people are getting taken away. There's fire. It's kind of hard to see to determine exactly what's going on, but it does look like a plane crash. And then we have coming this fall. So again, I already talked about the air date, October 4th. Very excited about that. And then we see this sort of like civilization they're living in, a new series from the world of The Walking Dead, and we can see it says Monument Day. So this is like, again, it's pretty much where The Walking Dead is at right now. It's 10 years into the future, and they're doing like a Monument Day, and this is pretty interesting. Now, in terms of location, I believe earlier I heard something like it's in the Midwest. I don't know 100% like the exact location, like we know for The Walking Dead, but I believe it's in the Midwest. But look at this. This is like a school they have. It kind of reminds me of the Kingdom with the festivities and everything. But yeah, it's sort of like just a place for them to live. We have this character here. I believe his name is Silas, and it looks like he has some headphones on. I'm not sure if he's listening something related to the community, or this is like something like school related. I can't tell if that person behind him has a backpack or not. It's sort of hard to see. But it looks like they have some sort of school thing going on here, that's for sure. And then we have this, look, you see the CRM symbol right there, Civic Republic Portland. Oh, there you go, Portland, Omaha. So that's their location, I guess. And then we have 10 years Monument Day. Remember, preserve, thrive, I think that last word is. So it looks like maybe Portland and Omaha are like the two locations that the CRM maybe control or something, because they're both different locations, and the banner is saying Civic Republic, Portland, and Omaha. So maybe again, they control those two locations. We can see like the main, I'm not sure if that's the main CRM leader over there. We'll see her in a second in the trailer, but we see Iris tucking in the podium, and then we have her sitting by her side over there. And yeah, this is interesting. Maybe that's what I'm sort of thinking. Like, maybe the CRM is sort of expanding all around the United States, and having they're trying to find locations to settle down and stuff, and this is like one of their locations. So we'll see. This might be Omaha, or Portland. I don't know, but I heard it was in the Midwest, so I'm sort of thinking this might be Omaha here. And then we have this character here. Her name is Hope, and someone's talking to her off screen. I don't know who it is, but they're saying, "So do you think the world's gonna end?" And then Hope says, "I know it is." And that's when we cut to all the CRM stuff. We have the helicopter landing, and this might be like one of the closest look. I mean, I know in Fear the Walking Dead, I think Al went inside the helicopter, but this is pretty cool. And this is like a different helicopter than the helicopter that took Rick. So this group is like incredibly like, like they have a lot of stuff. This is insane. How many helicopters do they have? Having one helicopter in the zombie apocalypse is impressive, let alone like I don't know how many they have. But we have the helicopter landing. We have this character landing or coming off the helicopter, and she seems to be like the main leader of this series. I don't know if she's like the main leader of all the all the like the CRM. Like if she knows Rick, that'll be crazy. But we'll see. We see the CRM killing a bunch of walkers. And then this is where I think we get into the really interesting stuff. So Iris and Hope are like sisters. I think they're adoptive sisters. And Iris says, "Our dad is in trouble." And Iris sort of wants to go out and look for them. And Hope says, "We could die." Iris says, "We could live." And that's where it sort of starts out their journey out into the world beyond. It looks like, because up to this point, 10 years into the zombie apocalypse, and these are all very young people. So they were like, like babies when the zombie apocalypse started. These people, yeah, they're very young, and it's 10 years into the apocalypse. So it looks like they were just inside these walls and these buildings their entire lives. So this is going to be pretty interesting to see somebody experience the zombie apocalypse again for the first time here. And then we have this shot of this abandoned school. It looks like with a bunch of walkers there. They're walking here, so the four of them, and they're going to meet some new people. In a second, they're going to talk to this new character whose name is Huck, I believe. Yeah, this character right here. Huck is talking to Hope. I gotta get familiar with all these names. There's a lot of names now that I have to learn. But yeah, this is Huck, and she's talking to Hope here. And basically, she says that the things you're doing going across the country, it's big. Your sister and your friends are all counting on you. So I think basically what they're trying to do is get answers about the CRM and what the bigger meaning is behind them, because maybe they know the CRM, maybe the CRM looks after them, but they're very young up to this point. So now that they're getting older, it looks like they're getting more curious. And Hope and Iris's dad, the guy who I think is going to be missing in this show, I think he's going to be a very important piece to the whole picture with the CRM. I mean, who knows, maybe he can even be in the Rick Grimes movies. A lot of stuff could happen here. So this is really interesting. And I'm interested to see like more about this character, their dad. Like maybe he's a scientist who knows stuff about the cure. The theories run endless. And let me know what you think. Like, what do you think this character is? Like, what's his deal? And what do you think he knows? And why do you think he's missing? And then we just have some quick action shots of them fighting one another. We have this really creepy walker that has like a bunch of bees flying out of its mouth. I don't know if he like swallowed a beehive or something. It looks like he did, but that's very creepy. And then we have Felix here. So it looks like Felix and Huck are two older characters. The younger characters are going to run into. Felix is talking to Elton, and he is telling him that there may not be something around that corner, but sooner or later there will be. So it looks like Felix and Huck are sort of characters who have already been outside and just wandering around. I don't think they're probably not part of the community, like the CRM or anything like that. But these young kids, they just run into them on their adventure. Again, some more action shots we have here of the group dealing with walkers. And yeah, this is going to be pretty interesting to see, like, pretty much like a fresh start to the zombie apocalypse, like someone experiencing it for the first time. And just looking at this trailer, some of these walkers are already very creative, Again, we have they're walking here in that school, that abandoned school. Here's a shot of Felix. It looks like they're in some sort of like building. Here's a shot of some wires stopping some zombies. This looks to be what we saw earlier with the CRM. So I mean, this might be the CRM doing this, trying to stop the walkers. And then we have Elton here. He's saying, what lies ahead is not going to be easy, but we're going to make our lives count. Not because we are the last generation, because we are the beginning. So that's an interesting way to look at it, because these are like the last generation of people born before the apocalypse. So that's a really interesting way to look at it. And then again, some more action shots. This trailer is really well put together. I love the design of the trailer, even some of the title sequences in the trailer. Really, really cool trailer. The music, it's all great. Obviously, I can't play it, but I'm sure you guys have all seen it by now, but it's really well done. And it looks like they're probably using like fire or something to fight the walkers. We can see them like lighting up this gas or this oil to block off the zombies, and they're all standing there. This trailer also has a really nice look to it. Like, this show seems to have a really nice look to it, so that's pretty exciting. We have them running here again, just some real quick action sequences. And then look at this walker. That's what I mean. That's one thing I always have to give props to The Walking Dead. You know, even 10 years, 11 years into the show, they find creative ways to create new zombies, which is great. And then we have some shots of each of the kids, and you know, them just from being frustrated to hugging each other to being happy, and fighting, and it's just sort of like their adventure on this on this show. And I think they're just trying to get answers about their dad, and I think Felix and Huck will help them, and at the end Felix says, "There's a big beautiful world out there waiting for you, fight for it, be brave." So I think these kids are just like been in these buildings their entire lives, and now they're curious. And you know, as they're getting older, maybe they realize like this community they're staying at, the CRM, maybe they're not, you know, what they say they are. So this show is going to be teaching us, I think, a lot about the CRM. That's why it's only like 2 seasons, because its purpose is just to show us, you know, what the CRM is, instead of the bigger picture for The Walking Dead, which is going to be those, you know, Rick Grimes movies. I mean, it would be pretty insane if at the end of season 2, I know that's still a while away, but it'll be really cool if at the end of season 2 they somehow run into Rick or something, or Jadis, or I don't know. But at the end here it says The World Beyond, a 2-season limited event, October 4th. So again, right after the season 10 finale, this will be airing. And this is a great trailer. I'm sure you guys have all seen it, and I really enjoyed this trailer, and I'm really excited for this show. You know, I don't think it's just like a show for, you know, I don't look at it as just like a third Walking Dead show. This show has a real purpose, I think, for those movies and for the long-term plans for The Walking Dead. So I'm excited for it. But let me know what you think about it. Let me know if I missed anything in the trailer. Let me know what you think about the CRM, and what do you think is going on with Hope and Iris's dad? Do you think he knows something about the cure, or what do you think? Why do you think he's missing, and why do you think the CRM maybe have him, or what do you think is going on there? Because that looks to be like the big mystery for this show. Again, let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below. I am gonna wrap it up there for this video, so hopefully you guys did enjoy. Again, my season 6 trailer breakdown for Fear the Walking Dead will be coming out later today, so stay tuned for that, and a bunch of Walking Dead videos throughout the week, because we got a lot of good information at Comic-Con yesterday. So again, I'm gonna wrap it up there. If you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like rating to be kept up to date with all new information we get about The Walking Dead and more Walking Dead videos. Be sure to subscribe, and as always, thanks for watching, everybody. Please stay safe, and I'll see you guys soon.